Up next, how would you feel if you came this close to being the punter for the Buckeyes but lost out because of a technicality? We'll ask OSU band member Carlton Craig when we come back. Stay with us. The OSU Buckeyes have started their practices as they gear up for the first big game of the weekend on September 9th. One thing Coach Cooper has said the team is needed, though, is a punter. They almost found one in this man, Carlton Craig, a band member at OSU, who has got a pretty good foot. But because of a technicality, Carlton won't be on the team after all. What's going to keep him from wearing the scarlet and gray? Well, he's joined us here this morning to tell us his story. Welcome. Good to have you here. So close.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened exactly? What's the story?
Well, it all comes down to NCAA rules for eligibility. Like fourth-year student has to have 180 credit hours. Well, that's actually a Big Ten rule. 180 credit hours. I was short. I had 167. I was a transfer student, and actually I could get over 180 if I had all my deferred credit evaluated.
But they didn't transfer all of the credits that you had. Is that the problem?
That's not the real problem. The final line is that a student has 5 years to play 4 years of football. And this is my 5th year in school, and I'm not planning on graduating.
Not this
spring
year.
quarter, right?
Oh,
so
okay.
That's what got me.
A real disappointment for you?
Somewhat, but you know, I was pleased that at least they wanted me for a while.
That had to be exciting. Front page of the paper, and you know, all of a sudden you're a celebrity.
Yeah.
What kind of attention have you gotten because of all this?
I got a lot of questions in that.
I'm trying to figure out, who is this guy? Now, you play the trumpet on the band, right? And were you willing to give up that for football?
Oh, yeah, I was. But I think that it was another opportunity, and I was going to try that, just like I tried marching band. You know, always try and do something different.
How far were you kicking the ball?
Well, at the tryout, my furthest kick was about 74 yards. That's in the air, and they marked that. They say like 59 yards or so from the scrimmage. And
what was Coach Cooper saying to you at this point?
He wasn't saying anything. They're very low-key over there, and they don't let on too much. I think he was standing over on the sidelines watching.
What made you decide to go out there, though, and kick the ball for the team and be a walk-on?
Well, you know, band, we always goof around before practice, playing football and stuff, and I'd be out there kicking, and my friends were like, gosh, hey, you could go up there and compete with Tupa or something, and like, no, I'll wait till he leaves, and maybe I'll try it.
So this was your big chance. Tupa's gone, they need a punter, and you walked out there. How did you feel when you walked out there the first time and looked around at these big guys, which you yourself, you're what, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
6'3", 200?
225.
225. You're a big guy yourself. How did you feel, though, when you walked out there?
Well, as long as I didn't look at the linebackers or the linemen, I felt okay. You know, I was bigger than the punters they had out there, but it was kind of awesome being in that environment for the first time.
Did they spot you at all? Did any of the coaches there talk to you or approach you as they saw you kick the ball?
Well, I had arranged you know, this tryout over the telephone, so they were expecting me, and you know, after I'd kicked, a lot of the people came up to me and were saying, hey, you can kick the ball.
They're probably under their breath saying, where did this guy come from? He's been on the band and we didn't know about him. What about the practices, rather? What was it like to see these guys practice? Do you think you could have been able to handle the work that Cooper puts them through?
Well, I think the punters might have it a little easier than the rest of the guys, but I was watching them run that Buckeye drill, and you know, they were running around and around, and he blew the whistle, and they all stopped and ran in the middle, and he yelled at them, you know, it's only halftime, and I was like, oh, gosh. And they kept going.
You mean we're not done?
No.
What about your band members when you came close and they knew they had something to do with you even going out there and trying out in the first place? How did they feel? What did they say?
Well, first of all, they were all real supportive. You know, they wanted to see me out, like one of their own out there on the football field, and you know, when they found out, they were all disappointed. Of course, all the questions. So I put up a little note in the band room explaining it all and, you know, thanking them for their support.
Well, you're very important to the band, though, too, which is one of the best in the country. I understand you're one of the captains or co-captains?
I'm a squad leader.
Squad leader, which is like a co-captain of a football team, so you've got a big responsibility.
Yeah.
And you're looking forward to it this year?
Sure.
What's funny is you never even played football, had you, before?
No.
No. What did you do in high school? You
basketball, and I ran track.
And ran track.
Yeah.
Why never try when you knew you had this foot that could kick it 75 yards?
Well, I didn't know I had this foot. You know, it's just a thing where, you know, they're kicking the football around in college and someone sees you and says something about it. Other than that, you know.
And gave you the confidence to at least go out there and try. And you've got to feel good about that.
Yeah.
You got to feel good that you went out there and tried, but you're going to be in the band this year playing trumpet, and we're going to be looking for you.
Okay.
Okay, great to meet you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Thank you. Carlton Craig. Up next, the Greek Festival. We'll be right back.